Hey, everybody, welcome to this segment of Sisters Cafe. We are excited. We got a guest in the house. We haven't seen you. Happy New Year to everybody. If you have not, please take a moment and subscribe to the YouTube channel, to the Facebook page, and to the podcast. If you don't know where any of that is, go to www.sisterscafeinc.com and you can connect to everything that we got going. We got Miss Susan Capers here in the cafe. We are excited today. We are talking about rewarding yourself. What we have learned is that most people don't know or understand that rewarding yourself is not selfish and it's necessary. Sometimes we have to unleash and unload and let go. And as Kalisha was talking about just a few minutes ago, find a way to de-stress ourselves. So welcome, Miss Susan.
Thank you.
So I'm glad that, first of all, I've been thinking about, I was going to have you on next month because it's our Solo Mojo coming up on the 12th, February 12th. It's our Valentine's, our third annual Valentine's single night. And we'll talk about Solo Mojo on another time. I came up with this topic because I was telling myself, after I take this exam tomorrow, I'm going to reward myself. You know, I did the class. I've been in class since August. I was there, 2 times a week. And now I finally take the test. I've been studying like a mad woman all week. And I'm like, I can't wait. I'm like, you should reward yourself. And literally, I couldn't think of nothing to do. Nothing. And then I thought about, I wonder how many women don't even ever. And Cherie, I don't know if you do it or not as a mom, but how many women don't take time to reward themselves? People, period. People, period. One of the things I like to, it's, I think, the 15th chapter in the book, but it says clap for yourself. Well, it says clap for your dang self. But we have to learn that when we accomplish something, when we do something, when we hit a goal, when we reach a mark, learn how to pat yourself on the back. Instead of being a woe is me, didn't nobody do nothing for me type thing. No, I'm gonna go do it for myself. Now, can I go jump on a plane? No. But I think little things are good. Little things are good. I might go see a movie. That's a reward for me because I'm always busy. Do you guys happen to have any ideas or suggestions about how somebody who reaches a goal or works a lot, or a mom of a whole bunch of kids, or a wife that's at home all the time, or a teacher, how do you reward yourself, or how would you suggest? What are some ways?
For me, I think it would be what does that individual consider a reward?
Okay, that's a good point.
For me, a reward is sometimes could be just saying no when I need to say no instead of always saying yes.
Okay.
A reward to me could be, okay, my job at where I work is very stressful and it's very busy. I think I spend more time putting out fires than anything else.
Okay.
And so I'm always having to think, and I'm always having to stay ahead of the game and be proactive instead of reactive. So a reward for me in that sense is when I come home, I would not think about the job.
Okay.
I am not going to bring my work laptop to my home.
Okay.
I am not going to answer my work cell phone. I am not going to check emails. A reward for me could be just saying, you know what, I'm not going to do anything today. I'm going to take my shower, I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to go from one movie to the next movie.
That sounds like a reward.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So I think it's kind of based upon, what is a reward to you? Yeah.
Okay. So those are your kind of rewards. Cherie, what are rewards for you? What would you consider a reward?
Buying me something really nice.
Okay. Are we talking houses and land, or perfume and shoes?
Well, something I know I'm not gonna get on the regular. Like,
okay.
Like somebody seeing, I'm like, oh, okay, but then I go get it if I feel like, oh yeah, I did this. I'm gonna go get me that.
Okay.
I buy for my birthday. I buy for myself now. So I
Okay.
learned to reward myself and celebrate me.
Yes.
So you do know how then. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Have you
I take
always?
myself out to eat. No, it took some years. After the kids started getting older and being single, I was like, well,
Yeah.
I buy for myself. I started doing for myself. I make sure the kids good though, but then you need something for yourself.
You do.
You want to have something nice that you can just say, okay, I did this, I got this. And the other day you'll be like, I got to do something for the kids, or I got to go do this, I got to pay this bill. So
Right.
right.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
I a story about I found a little boy. Well, I didn't find him. He was in the store selling raffle tickets for his football team. And I always buy at least one because my son, every year does the same thing. So they were like, "Oh, if you buy one ticket, if you win, you're gonna get a Coach bag." And I'm like, okay, don't nobody want that off-brand Coach bag, whatever you selling, because it was a $5 raffle ticket, and you telling me I'm about to get a Coach bag if I win? I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, I had never won anything. I mean, no contest, no nothing, no potato
That's
sack
good.
race, nothing.
Mhm.
So I won. I only bought one ticket and I won. And I thought, okay, well, that's great. So I went to go pick up the gift. Oh my God. It was the most beautiful Coach bag I've ever seen in my life. It was huge because, I like big purses. And then it was red, it's striped black, and it was green. It was just multicolored. It was gorgeous.
Mhm.
Like, this is riding in my front seat. All y'all kids get in the back.
Right.
And they gave me the gift receipt. In case you don't like it, here's the gift receipt.
Wow.
And I thought, okay, no big deal. Got home. That purse was $996.
Wow.
$996. And let me, I was like, what? For real? So I could
For $5.
$5. So I'm riding around with this thing, ain't nothing in it. I'm riding around with it because I'm like, I like this. But my kids at the time, they 11, 12, 13. I needed a new washing machine and dryer. They needed some clothes. I could pay off bills, $996. But I thought to myself, Gladys, you ain't gonna never walk in the store and get this. I wouldn't.
Mhm.
Even if I had $1,000, I probably would not go get a purse.
Right.
Especially not at that time when I got
Right.
bandages and ink and sippy cups and whatever else in my bag.
Mhm.
No. But I thought, you deserve this, gosh, you deserve it. So I rode around with it for about a week and then I took it back. I took it back and went and got me a washing machine and a dryer.
Right.
But to say to your thing, I felt the pressure of taking care of my family before me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I felt like I wouldn't do the purse justice at this moment in my life.
Mhm.
And that's why I decided, okay, you're going to mess it up. Because
Mhm.
they're quick to throw whatever they want in my purse while we have football games, basketball games, we had church, we got snacks, we got, I wouldn't have done it justice. And all they would have to stay in the back seat because my purse is staying in this front seat. And I just thought, this is not your life right now.
Mhm.
But yeah, it hurt my heart because I'm like, these doggone kids, like they mess up everything. But I do get that. It took me, I didn't reward myself. That would have been, I'm like, I never do something for myself, but that's a lot of money for a purse.
It
And I
is.
think, what, it was
Yeah.
beautiful. But
But you didn't have
surprised
to
that I could
buy
take it. I was scared to even take it back. I was like, because you think that's too good to be true.
Mhm.
I paid for one ticket. He had a whole bunch of, I only bought one to please him.
Mhm.
And I thought, wow. But yeah, I think about it all the time. I should have kept that purse. Because they didn't do nothing but break my washing machine and dryer again. They didn't. Pens, it's like Sharpies in my dryer. I'm like, Gary would wash one thing at a time. Milton would overload it. And I'm like, And then it was HD, so you're not supposed to put the powder. You're only supposed to use the things. No, they putting powder in my HD wash machine. You know, and I thought, these heathens, I should have just kept my purse. But no, I'm glad you learned. Most of us don't learn how to reward ourselves. So was it now that they're older, or was it a while ago that you started rewarding yourself?
Probably about a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you feel like it gives you a de-stressor or outlet?
Yeah, I have something to say. Yeah, this me. I'm good. Like I wouldn't have did it no other day probably. So I was like, sometimes I even like try to go out without them. Just things like that that give me a peace of mind.
Or it must be those days you don't call me.
Right.
Right.
I think I've been in a no call zone lately. Like,
girl, you've been in the no call zone since I met you.
I'm trying to do better every day.
You know, you've been saying that on TV for the last 3 years, right?
I did better one time.
I got it. You did, because you called me one time for some reason. I don't remember what it was. But all right, Kalisha, what about you? Because it's a little different with you. You ain't got a whole bunch of children running around. How do you distress? I'm sorry to say you got a bunch of kids.
You know what's interesting is, as you asked this question and I'm thinking, I don't have anything set up for rewarding myself. I used to before marriage. I used to like go and do my own, get stuff and just soak my feet. That's something I used to do as like a reward for myself. But as an adult, or I should say married, I don't know. The only thing, I don't know, I might feel like I can't, it might be like a subconscious thing, a mental thing.
Okay.
But like now, I just do a puzzle. And it's not so much like I consider that my reward, but I think I've never thought, what can I do to reward myself? Because I've been through some stuff that I'm proud of myself of doing. Look, whenever I clean this house and I mop these clothes and
right.
put these dishes up and the meal is cooked and it's all done before that man come home,
right.
I be like, good job, girl. You was a good wife today.
Right.
But I don't know of a reward system for myself. I don't.
Do you feel like you need one?
I think I do, because a lot of days I just be wanting to punch my husband and anybody else.
Okay, we're gonna get you some rewards.
So you won't punch your husband.
Right, because he our friend. And don't be punching on my brother. Did you get that video, the exercise video I sent you?
Oh, what?
Can we do that?
Can your leg go that high?
No, I mean, if we practice.
Man, we too old for that.
I mean, I feel like if I lose my stomach, my leg will go up.
You might have a point.
Right. Whereas the exercise is lit the whole time. Like, I need to do that. I mean, it wouldn't feel like you're exercising. The difference between this is we can do it at home. We don't have to leave home. We just need a step. Like, I bought the steps so I can start doing it. I just ain't did it. and bought the waist trainer thing and the sweat vest and ain't put it on.
And it's at home.
It's at home. It's actually hanging up. I hung it up on my door, so every time I walk in the house, my goal is to put this sweat vest on, finish doing my work, clean the house, do everything.
Why don't you wear it underneath your clothes during the day?
That's why I got the that long waistband thing, the waist trainer. So I'm like, I have no excuse. I have no excuse. And that's why I'm fat. Simple. Because, well, I have to be honest. That just means it's not high on my priority list.
Right.
Because I work till the middle of the night.
Right.
I'll do ministry till 24 hours a day. If my job tell me to be there for extra hours, I'll do it.
Right.
why is not? If my son, I can have no money. He can say, Mom, I need you to come home and I'm gonna find me some money to get on a plane.
Mhm,
So why can't I put exercise at that? I
mhm.
keep buying these bags of spinach with my little Ninja Turtle, Ninja, what is it called? Blender
Bullet.
thing.
Yeah.
And my spinach keep going bad because I'm not using it. I don't even
Right.
see that's sad. I
Mhm.
don't even go in the kitchen to put the Splenda spinach in the blender with the banana, with the ginger, with the water, and blend it and drink it. Why not?
That sounds like a nasty smoothie. That's probably why you're not doing it.
No, I actually I love because the banana balances out the sourness of it, the plainness of it. But not only that, I like spinach. I eat raw spinach. I eat raw broccoli. I just like to
Mhm.
have it after some tacos.
Look at Cherie.
I had a very big day yesterday, and I went and rewarded myself with 4 street tacos and 5 flautas. I was in heaven, heaven, and I thought I'm gonna do this more often. I love Mexican food. I love
Oh,
Mexican
you know
food.
what? That is something that I like. That I do.
Yeah, yeah.
It was bad when they first opened. I was over there every week, and Marquise was like, "You got a problem," but I mean, so I've calmed down. I've
Okay.
calmed down, but I do that sometimes. I'll just go and get my own without him, and then he comes on and asks me what's for dinner, and I'll be like, "I already ate. Sorry."
Okay, let's talk about why reward. What is the importance of rewarding ourselves?
Whenever you do something and you get accolades for it, it's like, oh, and then it sometimes it'll even push you to how can I make this better?
Right.
And
Absolutely.
so
Mhm.
if the whole world stops clapping, you can still pat yourself on the back. And if you're patting yourself on the back, then okay, let's make this better for me versus
Right.
then for other people.
Right.
I think it becomes refreshing
Okay.
or renewing.
Which we need.
Yes.
We
Yes.
need.
Yes.
Because when we don't, I feel like we're stacking things on top of things on top of
Right.
things. We had a bad day Monday, we had a bad day Tuesday. This one looked at us crazy on Thursday. And
Mhm.
we just took that and we sucked it all in and put it down somewhere because look, we gotta work.
Right.
We gotta work, we gotta be Christian, we gotta smile, we gotta love people
Mhm.
as Christ loved the church. So we just stuff it all somewhere
Right.
and we leave it there. And then when something really small happens, we
Right. Right.
and they looking at us like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
All I said was hi.
Right.
Right.
Or we
You know.
become tired. We become burnout, complacent. And, yeah.
I like what you said, that no.
Yes.
And although, and it's funny, although I have, that changed for me after writing the book. One of the chapters is the value of no. And I just wasn't a no person. I just, okay. And then, I mean, literally, I remember one time somebody asked me, why do you keep doing that? Because I came home after I was doing everything for everybody else, and my house was nothing was done. My bills were late. My house was a mess. And I remember coming home and getting like just crying in like this position like this, like, what am I going? I don't even know where to start. I just stacked
Right.
mail on top of mail because I came in, went out, came in, went out. All the clothes I wore for the last month is up there because I still, right now, behind this green screen is a suitcase from California. You know what I mean? Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then you look around and you're like, and nobody's coming to help you.
Right.
Nobody's calling and say, hey, I know you've been busy all day. Did you need something to eat? Or you want me to make you some food?
Right.
Or you want me to come clean up your house? Or does your back hurt?
Right.
Especially those who are single. I don't know how it works with married,
Right.
but
Right.
my feet hurt.
Mhm.
And ain't nobody gonna rub them.
Right.
Like, nobody. No,
Right.
I can't even pretend.
Right.
I got to pay somebody to rub my feet.
Mhm.
So, first of
Go
all,
pay the
Lord,
Chinese
I don't want to
nigga
pay
back.
nobody else to rub my feet. Hear my
Go
cry.
Yes,
Yeah.
go pay the Chinese man in Natchitoches. It's gonna change your
So
life.
you want me to drive all the way to Natchitoches?
I'll take you to the shop.
I tell you what, why don't we make it a reward for us and we go?
I hope
One
he's
of
still
these-
alive. He was
One
old.
of these rare Saturdays or Sundays or Mondays or
Mhm.
Tuesdays where we have off from your church. Cause I'm like, y'all at church every day.
And you know what? And I was, when you were talking about, you know, you saying yes and you're doing everything for everybody else, and then you
Uh-huh.
come home and your house is a mess, you know,
Right.
your bills are not paid.
Right.
That can even go back to making a point when it comes to us being busy, because we're Christians. We're busy in the church. We're busy doing church things.
Church
But
things.
what time are we spending that time to hear from God?
We're not.
To
We, yes.
listen at Him for the direction of my life.
Right. And
You
it's
know,
fun
but we
that you
think
bring
we're
that up.
okay because we're busy for the church.
Sunday, Williamson brought it on through. That's what he was talking about. He brought up Mary and Martha, that
Mhm.
we're so busy for God that we're not busy for God.
Right.
We're not.
I
And
li-
I had to say, I kept saying, he talking to me.
Mhm.
He's talking to me because I recognized even on that day where he said, okay, if you want that moment with God, you know, be in the moment. I'm never in the moment. I walk in ready to work. Before this,
Right.
I don't know if anybody's ever noticed, but I don't even have the camera up no more or holding my phone. I was taking pictures all the time, and because I was trying to build a website and I'm
Mhm.
like, I just have to get a clip. I have to get a clip. I have to get a clip. I'm
Mhm.
steady with and after a while I was like, you are missing God because you're trying to video.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so that's when I started putting it, the video down, but I still got my phone in my hand
Mhm.
all the time, because if somebody texts me or I need to respond to this, or I
Mhm.
got to write this down because this, and I'm like, I told God, I just want to be with you for a few,
Yes.
and I'm missing it. I am all Martha, and I
Mhm.
have been, but I desire, not all the time, because I 100% believe Martha needs to be there.
Mhm.
Because although that scenario was Mary chose the good thing, if Martha wasn't cooking, Jesus wouldn't have had no food.
Right. Right. So there is a
The
time and
house
there
would have
is a
been
place.
dirty.
Yes.
Nothing would have been done. There's no way it's possible we can run the kingdom without work.
Right.
That's
Right.
like Kalisha saying, well, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna just stay here with God. I ain't gonna go count the money. Somebody got to do it.
Mhm.
But I would like a season. I like being Martha. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like working. I don't mind, but I would like this season to be with me and God.
Yeah.
I desire. It's a desire now where it wasn't before. I always felt, oh, I know how to pray, because I do.
Right.
I know how to get to God. That's not a question. I
Yeah.
know how to pray. I know the word. I know our relationship, but I'm missing the moment.
But that's where we need that. And I think that's
Yeah.
where us rewarding ourselves come in, because then, I think we limit the chances of being burnout, being tired and getting weary and well doing. Every now and then we reward ourselves. Say it's okay, because I can have things planned out. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And as I matured, I got to the point and said, you know what? It's okay that I didn't finish that sixth thing that was on my list today. I may have only gotten to 3, but you
That
know
itches
what?
me.
It's okay that I did it. I'm going to try this tomorrow.
So I'm gonna let y'all go, but y'all want to say anything or add anything before we go to the people? You want to say anything?
I just want to say thank you for having me as a guest. I
We're so glad
enjoyed
you're
it.
here.
And I would love to kind of tune in and listen to you guys every now and then. I enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And it's not a one-time only. You could pop
Okay.
up.
Okay.
You can pop up. So that's something I'm gonna discuss with them as well, because we can either do it this way, or we can go ahead and invite folks and we can all be in here.
Okay.
So that's the other option as well. But I'll talk to the ladies. But yeah, don't let it be your last time.
Okay, great.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Y'all be sure to go to www.sisterscafe Inc. We love you, and we'll see you next time for another segment of the Sisters Cafe. See you later.
Just call me. everything.